Well, Merry Christmas. This is all about the goodies we make, the things our grandmas made, our moms made that made Christmas special. Because it's these little components that make Christmas special and make those memories happen. Whether it's for your friends, for your family, for your kids, whoever it is. And this is a glazed Chex Mix, have you? But it's a kind of a different one. It's obviously a sweet one. It has a little bit of spice to it. And it has just a great mixture of things. I'm actually someone that doesn't usually like the pretzels in a traditional Chex Mix, so this is even better. We are doing, right here it is, those wonderful Crispix. And then we are putting, now, can I say why I do the Crispix? I think they hold up better to glazing, okay? So there's a real reason here. Then we're doing 3 different kinds here. We're doing walnuts, pecans, and peanuts. And I made sure that they're all toasted because even though they're gonna go in the oven here a little later as they're glazed, they don't really get that toasty flavor unless you do that beforehand. So I'm gonna put these right into it. You can see it's heavy on all these like nuts and the extras. That's what makes it, I think, at Christmas special. I just like to have this ready. You know, Christmas is a time where we do the things maybe we don't spend money on all the time. So nuts can be expensive, but you do these extra things and have them out, have little, little bites around your house if you're having a little gathering or a party. I love that. So in here, we have brown sugar ready to go. We're gonna put in, yes, we are gonna put in some white syrup. Now, it is, it's one of those things that at Christmas, yeah, I use this probably one time a year in multiple things, but only at Christmas. It goes in my brittles, it goes in my toffees. And what it really does is it helps get the perfect consistency, it helps mixtures not to break, and it also gives you a long-lasting texture. And again, what the real enemy here is having too much of something. So we're gonna have a little bit of it and we're gonna enjoy it. So I have that in there. We're gonna add some butter because why not? We get all the Christmas food groups in there that way. And then a little bit of salt. So that's just gonna balance everything out. And what I'm gonna do is bring this over to the stove. I'm gonna let it kind of cook, because you want to actually melt out all of that sugar that's in there. So I'm going to bring it up over medium heat, and we're going to just let it come together. After this is cooked a little bit, you want it to come to a boil and then boil long enough. See where it's actually really cooking. That means it's going to dissolve the sugar. It's going to get up to the correct temperature, which you can always check it with the temperature too. It's a great way to do it. I'm going to turn it off. It's kind of like making a quick caramel. The butter, the brown sugar, it kind of like a simpler, quicker one. We're gonna put in some baking soda. You've seen me do this with other Christmas things, but how I'm kind of mixing this one up is I'm putting in some cinnamon. We don't want to put the cinnamon in before because it would kind of burn it, and you don't want that. And just a little bit of clove. And a clove can go a long way, so you want just a little bit. And we're gonna stir this up, and it'll kind of get foamy. And that's gonna be what we want, because that soda, not too much, but see how it's kind of activating? And see how it's getting white and foamy? That's gonna help it just kind of pour over this mixture easier, which is what we want here. Look at that. Oh, that is just, it's a pretty thing. This is something that, I don't know, I always get, we all have food memories and what grandmas make and things around the Christmas time, and mom. I just picture my mom being in the kitchen in evenings during the week, and she'd make all these candies and special things, and it just made the holidays so much, I don't know, such a great thing. So I'm stirring this up. I just want to make sure to really coat everything. Coat the nuts, coat the cereal, and instantly I'm getting just kind of that slight spice. We're not making it a strong spiciness, but just gives you kind of that seasonal hint of spice. The one thing I do always want to make sure to do here is take enough time to really fold it gently, because you don't want to crush all the cereal, but fold it so everything gets coated. Because that is the great part of this, is that caramelly, sweet, cinnamony coating. And so you want to make sure and take the time to get it kind of over everything. So I have a greased cookie sheet here, a big baking sheet, and you can always put it on 2 smaller ones too. And I'm gonna pour it out onto it. And I have it greased because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in a low oven, and that's slowly gonna kind of bake that caramel into all these goodies and make it even better. So we're gonna put it on, and it's just gonna glaze them slowly in the oven. So I'm gonna spread it out, and probably about every 15 minutes, I'm just gonna stir it, toss it, kind of make sure everything's evenly getting to the heat and nothing's getting crowded too much. And you can see when it's done, this beautiful glazing that's gonna occur. Stirring it every few minutes too also helps, so you don't get these big clumps and you keep pushing it into small individual pieces so you can eat it easier. So I'm gonna put this in, we're gonna do it, we're gonna stir it, and then we're gonna enjoy it. That's the fun part. So after it comes out of the oven for a little while, I still will sit and kind of just mix it because one, even if you grease the pan, it wants to stick to it a little bit. And two, it helps everything stay a little bit more in pieces and not just clump together. So until it's cool, which now it's down to room temperature, just slight warm, I will do this and just toss it every so often. But look at it, how beautiful it is. This is to me such a fun way to have a different type of Chex Mix, to have something different to have around when you're having parties or to give as gifts. Think of this packaged up in beautiful little bags with ribbon. It will just, or little tins. I love those little old tins. My grandma used to put things in those. It's so fun. So you have to taste it. Okay. What is not to love? What I like is that crispy coating. It's caramelly, but then it has a little bit of depth, which is like that hint of cinnamon. You don't really notice the cloves, but it's there, and you get that deeper sense of a spice, but it's not strong or overpowering. And that's what I love. It's just that simple and perfect kind of accompaniment for something delicious. And I love that there's heavy on like the good things of the season. So you get the pecans, we get pieces of walnut and peanuts. It's all there, and it's all delicious. So what do I hope you do with this? Well, I hope you share it around, because when you share these videos, it helps me so much, but it helps everyone else see how easy and fun it is to make something delicious, to make a treat around the holidays, find something to share, bring people into the kitchen, bake, cook, enjoy together. That's the point of the season. That's the point of doing these. So that's what I hope you do. Check my website, wiseguy.com, for this recipe and all my other recipes. They're all on there, and that's where I'm at all the time. So until next time, I hope you enjoy something fun. I hope you enjoy something festive, because it is Christmas and we gotta enjoy it.